That could win us the Champions League.
Koundé's not getting in the team. It's one of our weakest positions.
What's up, coolers, and welcome back to Barça Dream Team. And today we're going to be discussing the big changes that are coming to Barca, with many reports of a drastic formation change. We hope you'll subscribe and hit that notification bell. We've got a lot to discuss in today's video, guys, so let's get started. But first, Barca have made a quick start to the summer transfer window, wasting no time at all. We've already brought Inigo Martinez on a free transfer. He had his presentation on Thursday. He's going to provide excellent cover at centre-back, something we desperately needed in the latter stages of the Champions League last season. İlkay Gündoğan has touched down in Barcelona too, and is set to have his presentation early this week. Gündoğan joins the club on the back of winning Manchester City's first Champions League title, as well as retaining the Premier League. And Barca have secured the signature of Brazilian wonderkid Vitor Roque, who will join the club in January.
And accommodating our new signings is going to be a real headache for Xavi, because in a 4-3-3, it's the same old problem at right back. Who are we going to go for? We know that Koundé isn't happy with playing at right back. It's not the position we signed him for. And even if we did sign a new right back, Koundé could be benched, with Araujo and Christensen securing the two spots at the heart of defence. It's a real shame, but Koundé's not getting in the team. So could Fresneda come in? Well, we're hearing rumours of ramping Premier League interest in him, so the deal is by no means close to completion. And the original plan of bringing in Cancelo is looking very expensive to pull off. And then you're looking at left wing. It's one of our weakest positions. Ansu and Ferran have really struggled in recent seasons, and we've spoken before about poor decision making. They're both far too eager to prove a point to Xavi that they just try to score themselves when they have better options around them. Or could we look to Lamine Yamal, who recently celebrated his 16th birthday? Or maybe Abde, who rejoins the club after a successful loan spell at Osasuna? We'll probably get more clarity during pre-season. And then you've got the additional problem of the single pivot. We can't have a player with the technical ability of Frenkie de Jong be stationed so far in our own half. We'd miss out on all his attacking output and surging runs into the final third. Make sure to check out our video on a possible Busquets replacement already within the club. And assuming that Ansu is the man to start on the left wing, he's not exactly an out-and-out winger. He always wants to come centrally, so the responsibility to keep the width on the whole left flank lies with Balde.
Or could we go with a 3-1-4-2? The three at the back would allow Christensen, Araujo and Koundé to all play at centre-back, forming a solid defence. And crucially, the addition of Inigo Martinez is really going to strengthen our depth in that area. Now, last season, we were constantly without one or two of our starting centre-backs due to injury. So Inigo's really going to add some quality at centre-back if we were to suffer the same problems again. Now, Frenkie would sit in front of the defence again, with no real pivots available at the club. But by fielding 5 defenders, Xavi would have the licence to enter the half space, and he's just going to play in front of the opposition centre-backs and just behind their midfielders, right in that pocket of uncertainty. Xavi plays best almost as a second striker, confusing the opposition by playing between the lines and pulling his markers out of position, creating space for himself or for other forwards. And with Andreas Christensen able to step out and pick up loose balls on the left or stop dangerous counter-attacks, Balde has the left wing to himself without being shackled with defensive responsibilities. With a 2 up front, Ansu's going to operate as the left striker and start closer to goal, basically giving him a head start. And with a strike partnership with Robert Lewandowski, Ansu would still have the freedom to drift wide, leaving Lewandowski as the lone striker. Or will Xavi opt with a 4-2-2-2 like he did last season? If we did, that could win us the Champions League. Right back would still be an area of concern, with Koundé now back on the bench if we go with a back 4. But I'm very interested to see a double pivot of De Jong and Gündoğan. And you see, with a modern double pivot, that when one player goes forward, then the other takes responsibility for that white rectangle just there, just inside the defensive half, and the other does the same, and they develop an understanding of each other and an awareness of the off-the-ball runs. And Balde would be handed the responsibility to keep the width on the left, but he would need to help out in defence with there only being 2 centre-backs.
But let us know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Which formation would you go with? And what do you think Xavi will go for? I personally like the 3-1-4-2, but I think it's just too defensive, so I'd reserve that option for tougher Champions League ties. I think the regular formation should be the 4-2-2-2. It plays to our strengths with the midfield quartet, but we just need a way to fit Koundé in there. So if you like this video, guys, and you want to stay up to date with Xavi's Barça Dream Team, make sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to BDT, and we'll see you next time. Visca el Barça!